Hello everyone. Today our topic is Fourier series. In the previous lecture, Fourier series part 1, we have discussed some LTI systems, continuous time and discrete time LTI systems and complex exponential signals. When complex exponential signal is applied to any LTI system, then it produces same input at the output and multiply by some change in amplitude level. So today we are going to take some signals and we will represent that signal in terms of the harmonically related complex exponentials. So basically Fourier series is linear combination of harmonically related complex exponentials. We can see the formula, basic formula of Fourier series, that is ft is equal to a0 plus some n equal to 1 to capital N, it may be infinite, an cos n pi t upon L plus bn sin n pi t upon small l. Okay, so this formula, in this formula, a0, an and bn, that are some coefficients. Okay, a0 will be constant value and an and bn, we have to calculate these coefficients in the Fourier series. We are taking a particular example. This is the signal f of t represented as a odd signal. It is a odd signal. We can see that the value of this signal from 0 to pi is positive and 0 to minus pi, that is negative. The amplitude level from 0 to pi is plus a and 0 to minus pi it is minus a. So we can represent this signal as odd signal because x of t is equal to minus x of minus t. It is called odd signal, and when xt is equal to x of minus t, then it will be a even signal. Okay, so for odd signal we are going to modeling this function by using this sin t and cos t. Okay, so if we superimpose sin t and cos t on this f of t, then we can see that this signal looks like sin t. It doesn't look like cos of t. So we will use x equal to sin t, as it is the sine function. We will use this function to module this f of t. Okay, so we want to model f of t in terms of sine and cosine. For modeling odd functions, always remember this point. For modeling odd functions, we will use sine terms, and for modeling even functions, we will use cosine terms. Okay, so there is a odd function, so we will use sine function as a dominant function. Okay, so we can define this constant a of 0 is equal to 1 upon 2l integration from minus L to plus L f of t dt. This L is equal to pi. Okay, this is L. This is the another L. From minus pi to pi there is length. We can define it as 2l. So L equal to pi. So the basic formula for a0 is equal to 1 upon 2l minus L to L f of t dt. A sub n is equal to 1 upon L minus L to L f of t cos n pi by L t dt. And B sub n is equal to 1 upon L from minus L to L f of t sin n pi upon L t dt. Okay, so it's a particular time period from minus pi to pi. There is a capital T equal to time period. Okay, this signal starts from minus pi, and when it reaches at plus pi, then after that particular value this signal repeats itself. Okay, so it is a periodic signal, right? Or periodic signals can be defined by the Fourier series. Basically Fourier series is used for only periodic signals. So there is a some periodic signal f of t, another periodic signal sin t, and the third periodic signal is cos of t. And the period of this sin t and cosine t and this ft is equal to 2 pi. Okay, so we are taking the range from minus pi to pi for model this signal. Okay, so L equal to pi, we know that, so 2L equal to the particular time period of a signal. Okay, first of all we are going to find a0, constant a0 is equal to 1 upon 2 pi. Why this is 2 pi? Because the formula is 1 upon 2L and L equal to pi. So 1 upon 2 pi, from minus pi to 0 and 0 to pi, there are two ranges, minus pi to 0 and 0 to pi. We can see this signal from minus pi to pi having the value minus a. So it is minus a, and from 0 to pi it is having the value a. So a dt. We know that when we see this signal, then we can see that minus pi to 0, this is minus a, this is plus a. Minus area is equal to that plus area. So the summation of these, summation of these two area is equal to 0. So we can see here that a0 is equal to 0. And remember one point, that for modeling odd signals, a0 will be 0 always. Okay, and for odd signals, an will also be equal to 0 always, because an is the coefficient of cosine function and cosine function is a even function. So modeling for odd signals, cosine function will be 0, and modeling for even functions, sine function will be 0. This sine term will be 0, and for modeling for modeling odd functions, this cosine term will be 0. Okay, this term will be 0. So we have only sine terms. We can see in this derivation that when we are calculating a of n, which is 1 upon L minus L to L ft cos n pi by L t dt. Okay, it's the range minus pi to pi, minus pi to 0 is minus a, and 0 to pi is plus a. Okay, and sin t minus pi to pi, this is the one particular wavelength. And cosine signal, when we are calculating a of n, so we have to see the cosine function. Okay, and minus pi to pi, this is the signal. We can see in this signal that minus pi to 0, there are two values, negative value and positive value. These values are equal. So this area and this area will be 0. From range 0 to pi, there are another two areas, this positive and the negative values, and these values will be 0. So we can see in this formula that 1 upon pi minus pi to pi f of t cos n pi by pi. Why this is pi? Because L equal to pi t dt. Pi and pi will cancel out, and 1 upon pi minus pi to pi f of t cos n t dt. Now we have to take the values of n. N may be 0, it will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, any value can be taken as n. So 1 upon pi minus pi to 0, minus a is the value of this function. This is minus a, this is minus a. Okay, f of t, this is minus a, and cos t, because n equal to 1, we are calculating a1, a sub 1 means n equal to 1, this n equal to 1, minus a cos t dt, plus 0 to pi, its ft is plus a cos t dt. Okay, now see the cosine function. This is the cosine function. This area and this area will be cancelled out, this area and this area will be cancelled out. So 1 upon pi minus pi to 0 minus a cos t is 0, this is 0 dt. 0 to pi, the function value is a, it's 0, cos t is 0 dt, that is equal to 0. This term and this term will be 0. So a1, a2, a3 up to an will always be 0. Two constants an and a0 are 0 because cosine is even and not odd function. Odd function can be modeled by only odd functions. So an is always 0 for the odd functions. Okay. So in the next lecture, the next part of this question, we will discuss about the b sub n, because a0 and an both are 0 for the modeling of odd function. Clear? So for odd function we have to calculate the coefficient of sine function. Clear? Because sine is the odd function. So in next part we will discuss about that bn. So meet you in next part. Thank you.